Thank you so much to the Jedi Grandmaster of the Day, Luis Garcia. Your donation over at Patreon is helping me create more quality content and develop a podcast set. So your support means the world to me. If you too are interested in donating to my Patreon and are interested in a shout out, check the link in the description down below for more details. Now, on with the video. The reveal of the Darksaber in the end of the first season of The Mandalorian was massive. The last time we had all seen the Darksaber, it was in possession of Bo-Katan, who Sabine Wren had gifted it to her to lead Mandalore. Now though, it's in possession of Moff Gideon, who took the Darksaber from Mandalore and Bo-Katan after the Night of 1,000 Tears, and the Empire conquered Mandalore after the events of Star Wars Rebels. We don't know the finer details of the Night of 1,000 Tears, only that Moff Gideon is now in possession of the Darksaber, and the most powerful and important artifact in Mandalorian history, representing the first ever, and to our knowledge only, Mandalorian Jedi Tar Vizsla. The Darksaber is by far the most meaningful weapon in all of Star Wars, and has bound the Mandalorian culture together for centuries, now in the possession, however, of someone belonging to the ranks of the Empire. In an interview promoting the second season of The Mandalorian, Giancarlo Esposito, the actor that portrays Moff Gideon, had some very interesting teases to share with us about the Darksaber as well as his character. And today we're going to talk about those teases, and teasers that could alter the way that we think about Moff Gideon as well as the status of the Empire. In an interview about the second season of The Mandalorian, Esposito said this about his character, as well as the responsibility of wielding the Darksaber. To have this saber means I could use it, and I can do my own dirty work, that I'm a fighter, I'm a warrior, that's part of me. It also creates the possibility that Moff Gideon is, one of the ones. Like the possibility that he has that. And that to me is interesting. Because, is he really that fallen hero? Later on in the interview, he even mentions that Moff Gideon may have taken direct inspiration from Darth Vader, and then discovered something deep within himself. This all leads to the teaser, of course, that Moff Gideon is Force sensitive. Likely not on the level of somebody like a Jedi or the Child, but still, maybe potentially able to touch the Force in some regard, and an individual that may have been inspired by Darth Vader. It's also interesting that in the interview, he mentions him being a fallen hero, and maybe perhaps he's had some relation with the Jedi Order if he wasn't a Jedi directly. I think it's interesting that in the wording of the interview, he used descendant of Darth Vader. Obviously, this doesn't mean a direct descendant of Darth Vader, but perhaps somebody that learned somewhat from Darth Vader from afar, and took inspiration from the Sith and the greater leaders of the Empire, with Gideon knowing more secrets of the Empire because of his status of a Moff, and perhaps the true identity of Vader, and the fact that maybe Vader and Sidious were Sith Lords. Nonetheless, the main teaser here is that Moff Gideon does appear to be able to wield the Force according to this interview, and that he is fully capable of using the Darksaber, and that he will use the Force to amplify his ability to use the saber. But what are your thoughts on this, and this take on this interview? As always, my friends, thank you guys so much for watching. May the Force be with you, and have a great day.